Hi, welcome back to PAYE4U, UK, Payroll Made Simple. Today we're talking about sick pay. One of my subscribers requested this video. Hopefully it covers everything, and if you've got more questions, just drop them in the comments. Alright, let's jump in. What actually is statutory sick pay? By law, employers must pay statutory sick pay to employees when they meet the eligibility criteria. This is also called SSP. It's basically the standard sick pay you're legally entitled to if you're unable to work due to illness. Think of SSP as the basic safety net. It's not extra or optional. It's the minimum your employer has to pay when you're off sick. And like I said earlier, you'll need to meet the eligibility criteria. So let's quickly go through them. First, you must be classed as an employee. Second, you need to earn at least £125 a week on average before tax. Third, you must be off sick for at least 4 days in a row, and this includes weekends or non-working days. And finally, you must notify your employer within the deadline, usually what's stated in your contract, or within 7 days if nothing is mentioned. And yes, agency workers are entitled to statutory sick pay as long as they meet the criteria. Now, let's talk about what you actually get and how it's paid. Right now, statutory sick pay is £118.75 per week, and you can get it for up to 28 if you're off sick for a long time. The days you would normally work are called qualifying days. If you don't have a fixed schedule like shift work, your employer should agree with you which days count. Your first 3 qualifying days are called waiting days, and you don't get paid for those. After that, you get SSP for every qualifying day you're off sick. Your employer pays SSP the same way they pay your normal wages, weekly or monthly, whatever your usual pay cycle is, and if you work more than one job, you could get SSP from each employer and yep, tax and national insurance still be deducted. Now, some employers do pay more than the basic SSP. If they offer extra sick pay, it has to be written in your contract or workplace policy. This is usually called occupational sick pay or company sick pay, and most of the time it starts from day one. But always double check your contract to be sure. Also, we've got some big changes coming to SSP from April 2026 under the proposed Employment Rights Bill. The goal is to make sick pay more fair and easier to access. What's changing? No more waiting days, so you get paid from day one. No earnings threshold, so even part-timers and low earners qualify. And sick pay will be based on your earnings, 80% of your average weekly earnings, or the flat rate, whichever is lower. Once these new rules are confirmed and active, I'll make a full updated video for you. Alright, let's talk about what proof your employer might ask for, and then we'll cover linked periods in SSP. First up, proof. Your employer might ask for a fit note before paying SSP. It's basically a sick note from a healthcare professional confirming you're not fit for work. You only need a fit note if you're off for more than 7 days, and it can be digital or printed. And honestly, employers should be understanding if you struggle to get a GP appointment, as it happens to everyone. If your employer says you're not eligible for SSP, they must explain why in writing. That could be an SSP1 form, a letter, or an email. They also need to tell you when your SSP is ending, especially near the 28 weeks limit, and give you an SSP1 form so you can apply for universal credit or ESA if needed. Linked periods, quick and simple. Linked periods sound complicated, but they're actually simple. If you have 2 or more sick absences close together, they might be linked. When that happens, you only get 3 waiting days total, not 3 each time. They're linked if each absence lasts 4 days or more and they're 8 weeks or less apart. But if these linked absences continue for more than 3 years, you stop being eligible for SSP. Now, let's talk about holidays, because a lot of people get confused with this part. First of all, getting SSP does not affect your holiday. You still build up your annual leave even while you're off sick. You can also request to take holiday during your sick leave, and your employer has to treat that request just like any other holiday request. If you were too ill to take your holiday, you can carry any unused days into the next holiday year. But remember, You can't be paid SSP and holiday pay at the same time. It's one or the other. And that's pretty much everything you need to know about statutory sick pay, who gets it and how it all works. If you've got any questions about your payslip or payroll, drop them in the comments. I've also added a few helpful links on description. If this helped, don't forget to like and subscribe to PAYE4U UK, Payroll Made Simple. Quick disclaimer. This video is general information only, not financial or legal advice. Always check your contract or speak to HR if you're unsure. Thanks for watching, and if you want more payroll tips, stick around and check out the next video.